Many Muslims around the globe say their voices of moderation have been drowned out by groups like ISIL. Now, one Muslim youth group is reaching out to world leaders. The Ahmadiyya Association says it has a plan to stop young people from answering ISIL's call to violence. Randall Pinkston has the story.
Friday prayers at an unprecedented meeting in New York near the United Nations. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association confronting a difficult problem: Muslim youth who become radicalized.
We've seen this growing trend of foreign fighters joining ISIS, for example. We've seen lone wolves in the United States. Even 2010, Faisal Shahzad in Times Square, hit the Somali teen in my hometown, Portland, Oregon.
It's also a problem for Somali immigrant community in Minneapolis.
We have lost a lot of kids to both Al-Shabaab and ISIS. And their propaganda machine seems to be very effective. Thousands of young kids are at risk.
In New York, representatives of more than 30 nations, including the U.S., were invited to explore ideas and to learn from principles Ahmadiyya Muslims say have kept their youth safe.
We wanted to work with international leaders, so that's why we came to the heart of the United Nations, to be able to meet with the diplomatic missions, to meet with the UN themselves, meet with the U.S. State Department, and those who we can share, here's been our success. How do we replicate this now in countries around the world?
Federal authorities estimate about 100 Americans have attempted to join ISIL. Some, like Douglas McCain, were killed in Syria. At home, the Tsarnaev brothers of Massachusetts are accused of the Boston Marathon bombings that killed Americans.
I personally feel like it's an incident of completely just hijacking my faith. It's something that means so much to me.
Ashraf Issam, a college student from Providence, Rhode Island, believes education is the key to changing minds.
I think I can definitely tell them what the true teachings of Islam. I can tell them what they're going to do and what Islam says about what they're going to do.
Love for all, hatred for none.
After Friday prayer, speakers discussed solutions, recognizing that communicating with young people requires a new skill set. Imam Muhammad Abdul Hakim came looking for advice to take back to his community.
Today that exists is a society that is connected, it is social, it is modern, it is advanced, and people can communicate through words. We do not need the guns and the swords to communicate with each other.
They say the youth of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association understand that idea. The challenge is to convince other young men and women to reject the call to take up arms. Randall Pinkston, Al Jazeera, New York.